Right on the outside, as those who fight by the earth, from the second year, racing in third, as people break it up, go down, and head towards the opening quarter. Down the ball game, but you're going to have the beat on the starter. For Rocky, back out the opening quarter, heading into the fire center, and Don opening quarter, right there, tracking the leader. That's sharp enough. Now, Bell, the shooter, as we're much closer to third, as the field swings through the stretch and races past the fans in the stands. It's Dominique leading the parade here in the half. With that lead, right there, tracking the leader, still his start. A very nice line here. It's Bell, the boxing shooter for Coley. Gascon-Monique Lake, each to the beat. Another 7 or 8 back on the trailer. The Bell, no block in the half. 59-4-30 with that second handle. And now while they're going to pull the trigger out of the pocket. Sharp into it now, looking to take it to cheek out. And now those overs running on stride, but working on the liver. There's Bell, this boxing shooter. Put Coley over. Three of them across the track. One over. And now from the outside, down this boxing shooter has hit the lead 3/4. 132-2 in the far trigger. That is Bell, this boxing shooter, who was recently from third to has dropped back to third. I'm returning to the home. Bell, this boxing shooter, a winner in round 2 in Culver. Looks to get here in round 4 today. Bell, this boxing shooter, holding the lead. Yeah. Bell, this boxing shooter, has a win. Second start for the good Coley. Beat you at the beach, got up on his dodo. Then it was teed out, picking up the Coley. Bell, she rocked it. Bell, this boxing shooter, 202. And fellas, don't say this. Coming out of another true blue line. He was right there along the inside as they turned over the sharp first turn. That is true blue line. He was the urgent lead. Now hustling up along the inside. And you fell over his sharp looking. Back off now, and then it didn't have on white track. Doesn't look at it. Bill and the yard there up the back track. Here they go towards the opening quarter. True blue line. One of 15 horses today for Trigger Larry. As they race past that opening quarter, True Blue by 2, looking to get back on the 1-8 track off an opening quarter, 30 seconds flat. Then Bell starts looking, sitting in second, so King goes through right now. Bella Lopez, the Untitled Chapter midnight daughter, is right there racing in third, yet to make a move for Joey Platinum. They're single files, they swing through the stretch, looking at Joseph, now come off the toe, and then back to the trailer. PR Sarah, only 5 off the lead. Just pocket and takes here past the half. Never really turned 3 to the half. 103 and 4, and that's true. The 5 that holds a short lead up on the next up. Bell is sharp. Look at it. Now knows they work back in third on a length and a half off lead, and now she's going to come 3 high momentarily up the inside, up slick and Bill. Racing to the 3/4. Boy, can hear the footsteps of Bella. Okay, who's close up on that side? Still got a little work to do. And that was 3/4. Larger, 135. True Blue by you. I will turn it into the mile to go. Bella, okay, the street on the line as they come out of the turn. True Blue by you, driving out on Note. Which and every drive, she's 3 for 3. Bella, okay. Gonna win it by a length and a half at the end of it all. True Blue by 2 seconds. He's looking at Note was third. Then a gap back at 8 yards. Sarah Bell, this start looking, will pick up 202 and now my first drink from the outside. He's trying to get away in the pocket. That's from the second year. He's rocking gold, who got away third, and got to go 4 lanes. And like a settle in quickly. As they get ready to straight out of the backside. Now my first green. Wins in the winner back in round 1 on the road to the Governor Cup. Leading the way here. Doesn't appear to be that much of a hurry. That lead is almost due over the mark. And it is Lil with a first who briefly did second. However, there, that's a rocky goal. It will be only quite a long third. 2 back to John to get in with a bell. That opening quarter was a leader 33 seconds flat. They're midway out of the far turn and controlling the tempo here. Down by first green. A daughter of Matt Rock is now standing as they play through the track. By first green. Holding it out. The track is moving. I go into the rock on goal and the third about 4 off the lead. 2 more than the chicken. Half a mile to go, and one point to double up today. The half foot is down to 107 and 2. Pedestrian-like fraction right there, and this one's got to be tough from here. Now, my first green. Already facing in 59. Leads the way up the backside. Underway. Was Jason like and they retract the 3/4 full. Trying to get a little closer for right out as they come to the top of the lane. Down by first green. Look to get back on the lane track here. That makes this field too as they sprint for home. Now a break in a second again. Deep stretch. Down by first green. By a minute. Second, the Rocket Global wound up with no, and then somehow all round the field before. Now, Captain went there along the inside off stride. When G Captain went while cornering, and he's trying to get back on stride. Looking to avoid that breaker and shaking like it is. Also getting around the outside valve, around the wide line. Still on a break is G Captain winning up the back stretch, they'll go. And now Valentine and McCoy, a familiar spot here today. Right now leading away by 2.5. Shaking like it is now getting a lot closer in the second. A gap of 2.5 to a valve down the wide line. 2 races in third. G Captain wins back 18. It is all the room for Detweiler. Opening quarter 31 and 1. And that is Valentine becoming very quickly here. A GD Captain wins. Despite that break, he's now reaching for the lead. And as it gets set this way through the stretch, wide on that turn, the GD Captain wins. Has that lead, but it is Coy who's giving it a cold shoulder here. With Valentine, he's hanging him up with a parking ticket right there. Captain all 5 lanes now. That's shaking like it is, and then 1 from there. Now, the wide line, the half, 102 and 1. Now, Valentine, Coy, and King looking for 3 winners out of 4 today. Leading the way a length and a half. And GD Captain went after that attack has now backed off and is into second. 2 lengths behind the leader. Captain all 4 lengths. That's shaking like it is third. Beaver pull on the right line. Moving up, just shaking like that is. 3/4 and 134. Val Valentine is a 5-length advantage over shaking like that is, who has moved into second. Backing up now is Gigi Captain Win, and then Val Chumley and YY. But midway down the lane, Val Valentine in the clear by 3. Closing but too late. Shaking like that is. Val Valentine in a win. Going to game with 3 today. It's solid second from shaking like it is. But like it was Val Chumley and YY who got up for the Jodo. Gigi Captain Win rounded up the foursome, finishing 4th. Val Valentine, 205.
Put your name in the hat for a goal prize.
Special Rocker and Nelson Simon, those two blasting out of there. Exploders along the inside, coming away third, followed in by Bell, What the World, early trailer, Crooked Beat. They're cornering in that first turn, and Jamel, Simple, Simon, runner-up in his first 2 starts, leading the way here as they head up the backside. Bell, Simple, and Simon is dictating the terms here. Special Rocker right there tracking that leader. Exploder now much closer third, just 2 lengths off the lead for young Kevin Detweiler. A gap of about 6 lengths to Bell, What the World, and 2 more to Crooked Beat. Opening quarter 31 and 2. The field heads into the far turn, and that is Bell, Simple, Simon. A set of straight shooting leading the way as Kane looks for a 4th winner today out of 5 as they swing through the stretch. It's Bell, Simple, Simon who continues to call the shots here. Right there to get the track in second is Special Rocker with Spence Taylor on the board. Back there in third, still in with a shot. That's Exploder. And Bell, What the World got closer in 4th, just 4 lengths now from the stablemate, and then it's well back to Crooked Beat. Past the half race for 106 and 1. Big time breather right there as they turn into turn 3, and it is Bell, the Simple, Simon. The ball is in his court here today. That lead is still a length and a half over Special Rocker, who patiently waits in second, and then away from there, that's Exploder still third. The tempo is definitely picking up now as they head to the 3/4 full. Bell, Simple, Simon, Ben Taylor looking to kind of pop that pocket here eventually. They're past 3/4, and he now has the handle to the outside. So Bell, Simple, Simon leads it 3/4, 139 and 2. Up on the wheel of the leader comes Special Rocker. They turned it into a sprint of a cheap half as they come for home. Bell, Simple, Simon looking to kick it away now to the outside of Special Rocker, trying to make a race of it, but kicking away cheap's going to pick off the game. Bell, Simple, Simon. Again, a win from Special Rocker. Exploder will get the show though. Finishing the 4th then was Bell, What the World. Crooked Beat's going to come across to get the nickel. It was Bell, Simple, Simon. 208. Meanwhile, as they drive to that first turn, that Rocco's come away with the early lead. Down Mr. Daniel Polka from the second gear has landed in the pocket. One from there, that's Mark Rocker going along in the third. Melvina going to sit in fourth, and the trailer back on track is Ranger Dan. Up the backstretch they go. Spence Taylor and Ben Rocco dictating curves here. Right now have an easy lead of the 2. Now Mr. Kenya Soloka is the closest pursuer. One from there, that's Mark Rocker under a tight line. And going along in third, opening quarter just 32 and 4. Now going to look it over around 4-5 off the lead and 2 back to the trailer. Ranger Dan can see them all as they get set this way through the stretch. Pat Rocco, a divisional winner in round 1 in Convert, leads the way, trying to get back on that winning track here in round 4 in Portland today. And Spence Taylor under a very tight line has Pat Rocco continuing to fade away. This could be the second Pat Rocco win today. Got in the 2-hole as well. Kenyon Samoka. They went by the half, 107 and 1. And as they race into turn 3, Mark Leiter still sits in the pylons in third. One brother, no movement at all. Well, fourth, Ranger Dan still fifth. Up the back stretch, Cisco by the lineman. And it is Ben Rocco. And now going to take him on. That's Bell, Mr. Kenyon Samoka, who had enough of that tempo and is trying to attack him now, faltering. Up the inside, looking to gain some ground. Back to Mark Rocker, less than a quarter mile to go. And Rocco has stepped on the gas now. 3/4, 1:39 flat, 31-4, third quarter. And it is Ben Rocco who holds that lead with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Up along the inside, Mark Rocker, the outside, Bill Mr. Davis Locum, but it is Ben Rocco who's holding clear under a drive. Up the inside, trying to come up. Mark Rocker, deep stretch, tire on the line. Trying to bend Ben Rocco to get it in a photo here over Mark Rocker. And then I believe it was Ben Bell, Mr. Daniel Slocum, a closing Ranger Dan and Velveeta. Winning time here, tight on the line, 2:08 and 1.
In Indiana, we grow it. And when it comes to harness racing, the Indiana program has grown to become one of North America's very best. Breed Development and the ISA have been there every step of the way by overseeing and promoting the Indiana sired racing, breeding, and stakes programs at every level. We're working to ensure a right future for all of us.
A big dollar out there toward the inside. Up on the outside of that one is Diamond J.K. Martin. The early trailer is Alvin Show as the field rounds the third. And that's Donnie Smith, big on artist now, assuming the lead here after blocking that in a pocket. And that'll put Velcro into the 2-hole. Up the back stretch and they go. Big on artist intent on getting the lead. And Donnie has it to the veteran. And Donnie and that's big on artist. Son of Tell like it is leading the way. Right there, tracking on there, Velcro. And then a gap on all 5 to Diamonds, J.K. Mark. And far back to Alvin Show. Opening quarter, quick 30 seconds flat. They're getting set this way through the stretch. And it's a big artist leading the way from in that 2-hole trip. That is Velcro looking to stick with the leader. Gap in about 8 or 9 lengths in. Back to Diamonds, J.K. Mark. And even further back then to Alvin Show. So a field of 4, well strung out. So we've got a 2-horse break going. It's half to half. The half was reached in a minute and 4/5. So East is putting up a solid tempo here with big artists. They're looking for his first win. And Velcro winner into round 1 of the division is right there tracking that leader. Up the back stretch they go. Big artist with that lead. Velcro still sticking with that leader. At least another line back now. The Diamonds, J.K. Smart, and then Alvin Show. Less than a quarter mile to go. It's big on artist. Seal the deal. We'll find out. 3/4, 1:33 and 2. A big artist trying to go all the way. The Velcro trying to stick with that leader, but now that's a couple ways. They're coming to the top of the lane. And big artist struts his stuff down the lane. Leading it by 2. The Velcro couldn't do anything with that 2-hole trip. Gonna have to settle for second best. Deep stretch. Big on artist. Gonna win it by a length. then a gap of 2 back to $50 gem, and the trailer a little rough speed, and it goes the coolest. On a break in the turn with Donna Ray. Donna Ray has jumped it off, so they're headed up the backside, and it is done right up, teaming up with O'Neill's or Farewell off the lead of 2. That'll give Elvis Beauty now to the 2-hole, and that one dropped up a little closer. A gap of about 3, that's a $50 gem, who dropped away in there, 31 for that opening quarter. A gap of about 8 back on the drop, that's a Donna Ray. Well back to the trailer, don't be foolish, they're into the far turn, and O'Neill's a Farewell. Over 12 all the years, looking for that first one here today, and if O'Neill's Farewell, the Donners Swan Bro paving the way here in a 2-hole trip that helped, and also looking for a first win in 2026 as they approach the half. O'Neill's Farewell under free-time line, still front with that leading count, Health and Beauty, $50 gem right there, sir. A half reach 104 and 3 as they corner into turn 3. O'Neill's a Farewell continuing to lead the way here, and Health and Beauty very content to track in second, and is continually waiting here, biding time with Kevin Detweiler on the board. A length away to John Spot Marici. He's got $50 gem in striking spot, and then a 2.5 gap to Donna Ray. Far back, don't be foolish. Headed back to the 3/4 pole. O'Neill's Farewell now getting pretty up, but coming under that pocket challenge. Health and Beauty now in a horse race. 3/4, 138 and 2 into that far turn. O'Neill's Farewell bringing down to her neck. Here comes Health and Beauty. Wheeling out of the turn, headed for home. O'Neill's Farewell. Health and Beauty enjoying that 2-hole trip and appears to have that leader. It is Health and Beauty. O'Neill's Farewell at the wire. O'Neill's Farewell and Health and Beauty together. That'll be a photo. And then a $50 gem we got the show today. Finishing fourth will be Donna Ray. And Don't Be Foolish will round out the field of 5 in fifth. Nice one there. Might have been O'Neill's Farewell. We'll wait to see the picture. Final time, 207 and 8. And that pilot all is kind of from the lead. Casey Macy there along the inside. All hands going to come away squatting in third as they corner into that turn. Up in the second gear, that is a Caleb team. And getting away racing in fourth. On a break in the turn, Delphi's opponent. Delphi's opponent self-destructed. And then it's back to Joe Jason Kaylee. Up the back stretch and they'll go. And K9 pilot all Clay Coy team with the early lead here from P2C of 18. A length and a half back. That's all hands going on the third for Carol Miller. A length and a half back. That's Caleb in the fourth. Gap of about 3 to Joe Jason Kaylee. Back trying the trailer gap. Delphi's opponent. Opening quarter. 32 and 4. Field single file right on the far turn. As Coy looks for another winner here today. He's leading the way. 10, 5 and all. A winner in division round 2 up in Converse leading the way here after a second place win at Hoosier Park in round 3. So 10, 5 and all. It looks to go all the way here today and leads right now by a length and a half. The danger could be Casey, who's back in that full trip for Kevin Detweiler. Racing a little wide now with No James Lee. Along the inside, it's all hands next. They went by the half. 106 and 1. Rounding the turn off that breather. 10, 9, 5 and all. A daughter of 5 in this stretch and continuing to fade away. Up the back stretch, they'll go. 10, 9, 5 and all. Continuing to show the way. Right there, tracking the leader. And now they'll give it a green light. Casey Macy and Kevin Detweiler pop the pocket. And here they come down to challenge that leader. It's 3 more back on all hands. And then on the inside, Caleb Dean. And on a break on the turn, Joe J. Kaylee. 3/4, 140 flat. And here's Casey Macy. A blasting right on by. And Casey Macy now kicks for home with that lead. Back to second now is Kevin Powell. Leander Schwartz going to take the first 2 spots today. Along with Kevin Detweiler. It is Casey Macy. Casey Macy will win it over 10 final. Rounding out the field will be number 5, J.C. McKay. 207 and 4. And now hustling up from the second gear comes Topville Ideal. As they corner into that turn, the strong EBC got away from into third. Irwin settled back into fourth and gapped about 5 or 6 lengths to the trailer. Chalk whooping high. Up the back stretch they go, and they're being led by Fancy Lucy. On that off stride, Fancy Lucy has self-destructed up the backside and is still on stride. We're looking to catch back on, but meanwhile the barn mate, that's Topville Ideal now who's got that lead. The lead's a length and a half from strong EBC. Opening quarter 32 and 3. A gap of 2. Her wishes went along, racing in third. Another 2 and a half back. Fancy Lucy gets back on the trot. Well after the trailer truck will be high. They're single files in this exit. Swing through the stretch. They're racing past the fans in the stand. And it is Topville Ideal. Kevin Detweiler taking up with Leander Schwartz. They're looking for 3 wins in a row. Would it be a natural hacker? Let's see. Heading into that turn. The half-mile time is coming up. The half 103 and 4 as they corner into that turn. And it is still with the lead. Topville Ideal. Looking to get back on the winning track here. A winner, a divisional winner in round 2 in Convert as they trot up the backside. Topville Ideal all of a sudden has extended their lead to 5. Back in second at strong ABC. To the outside, Irwin. Up along the inside comes Nancy Lucy. And knocked it in for Chuck. Will be 5. Past the 3/4. The striker stuck in today. 3/4. 135 flat. Topville Ideal. A daughter of Goldberg and widening that lead to the top of the lane. Schwartz and Detweiler will get 3 here in a row. A natural hat trick is coming up. Large and in charge. Topville Ideal, the easiest of winners today. Irwin picked it up for a second. Fancy Lucy gonna finish third, and then it was back to strong EBC. The nickel belongs to Chuck whooping high. Topville Ideal. 203 and 1. Hope you let him up along the inside. That don't tell anyone from the second gear coming away in the third. And then it's back there racing next up. One of this to start is Ted Minky. Rounding the turn, and Joe Wagler has put Hope you let him on the motor from a 1 mic out. So they straighten out up the backside. And it is Hope you let him with the early lead of 3 here from 1 mic out in second. Don't tell anyone is putting along in third for young Kevin Detweiler. 1 from there. That is a puzzle with his dad, Mike Detweiler, sitting right on his back. They went to the opening quarter, 31 seconds left. Big gap back with the trailer. So they're rounding the turn, and it is with the lead. Hope you let him look to tap the brakes now. And Quickboy wants nothing to do with that. 1 mic out has pulled that pocket and looks to take over. So 1 mic out now brushes up on the outside and takes that lead away from on the inside. Hope you let him, but he hasn't cleared yet. Has 1 mic out. So Wagler's kind of headed on a parking ticket here. Just stretch him out a little. Right there in third, don't tell anyone who's unbeaten in the first 3 rounds of the Governor's Cup. And Detweiler is looking to angle soon. Half 104.4 as they round that turn and head up the backside. 1 mic out. Let that inside and backing up, holds the left, the trailer, and Yankee past the three-quarter pole on the far turn to the hill. They both left three winners today, Boy and Kevin Detweiler. The three-quarter was 137. They've got an 8 to mile to go. We should have a horse race here. Coming out of the turn, they're side by side. Outside, don't tell anyone. Inside, one find out who's going to the best. Unbeaten 4 rounds. Yes, don't tell anyone. Detweiler reports 4 consecutive wins here today. That was one like no half to go. Was second best though. Pumpkin gonna get the show though. And then it looked like it was Yankee in fourth. And Hope You Left round out the field in fifth. It's the Schwartz Kevin Detweiler show here today. 4 consecutive wins. All on the trot. Photographer jumps it off just after the start, so they're rounding the turn, and that is Don't Keep Secrets to come away with the early lead of 2. Value Eugene has landed in the pocket. A gap of about 5 lengths now. Back in third, that's Hoosier Salon, followed by Swan Jordan, who drops along in the fourth. A gap of 2 lengths then. That's up on the Buster, who drops in fifth, about 10 lengths off the lead. Back to the trailer, still on the gallop. Photographer past the quarter into the far turn. Opening quarter, 32 seconds flat, and that's a low into taking up with Don't Keep Secrets all on the motor. Right there, tracking the leader is Bell Eugene. A gap of 3 to Hoosier Swan, who goes along, gap in the third. One from there then, that is Swan Jordan, who's followed by Paul the Star Buster, who just tipped to the outside, about 8 now from the lead. But meanwhile, up on the 2 here, it's Don't Keep Secrets is continuing to fade away. And Value with the 8-point combination right there, tracking that leader. The half 104 and 4. And midway into that turn, Don't Keep Secret is continuing to lead the way. Value patiently waiting in his second as he straighten out of the backside one more time today. On the Starbuster's down a little closer. Now third from right out, about 4 from the lead. It's to the Swan Jordan on the break. Hoosier Swan off stride. Past the three-quarter pole. Got a horse race on the third. And that's Don't Keep Secret. Having to pick up that tempo. Angling to the outside. Beverly Eugene. 3/4, 136 and 4. Don't Keep Secret. Is he up to the task? Let's find out at the top of the lane. Over, Valley Finale. And Don't Keep Secret has opened up that lead to 2. The Beverly Eugene is going to have to settle for second best today. Don't Keep Secret. Gonna win it a comfortable 3 lengths over Value Eugene. That was finishing third on the Star Buster. And then it was back to Swan Jordan. Then it'll be Hoosier Swan who picks up the nickel. And Photographer, the first time starter, will complete the 6-pack here today. Don't Keep Secrets 2-0.